Hi, I'm Chance, back with another game table adventure, and this time, it's time for you to bust out your old 3D glasses. The ones that came with comic books and some really bad movies. Because we're talking about a really interesting little module today. Dungeons and Dragons Advanced, Midnight on Dagger Alley. Check that shit out. Now, this needs a magic viewer module that I do not have. But you can kind of make out some of the materials in the book. Well, it's not really a book, it's a set of maps, module stuff. Let's talk about it. This should take some of you back to 1984. Oh man, this thing is dripping with 80s. Let's take a look at it. You can kind of see, just barely, that there are words underneath each of these traps. The map itself is obscured. Or I should say maps, because there are multiple maps that you can't read. This was meant to keep your players in the dark, and I like that idea. I like the concept, but since the magic viewer to this is not around anymore, there's not much to really look at. Here we have the book part. You got the people who made it. Movement, maps. And here we go, street level entries. It's all hidden eye picture stuff. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot here to show. Here we go. Just not a lot. And here's a map legend for maps you can't even look at. Kind of disappointing. I only took a cursory look at this before I decided to review it. But it's a bit of D&D history, and maybe you can comment down below if you know anything about it. As darkness presses into the narrow, muddy alleys of Goldstar, silent shadows slip out of hiding. Now is the hour for culprits and cutthroats to creep into the night to do their work. Would-be victims bar their doors and lie sleepless in the dingy hovels waiting for dawn. Your task sends you into the dismal. Oh, fuck it. Normally I try to read these backs, but I'm pretty sure you can pause and read it for your damn self. It's kind of disappointing. 1984. Well, that was short. This has been short. But it brings me to a topic that I want to talk about: gimmicks. You see them in movies, you see them in video games, you've seen them on the tabletop. Gimmicks. What weird thing can a company pull out of their ass to get you to buy something? I bet you this is a pretty bog standard adventure. But the fact that the only person who could read the book has to have the magic key probably kept players in the dark. And God forbid if you lost the magic key, like the owner of this book did. I wish I knew more about it. I cannot find really any information about this. I don't know if finding a PDF of it would do you any good. I can't tell if the adventure is any good. It's all covered up by magic eye painting red. I tried for, I don't know, about fucking 30 minutes to see if I could figure out a way to decipher this before I decided to review it anyways. And that's because it's so interesting. I want to talk about it. We're getting into a time where Wizards is trying anything they can to get people to buy stuff. And they've got one D&D coming, a new edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And with Creative Commons, 5th edition is going to continue to get content even if Wizards was to close its doors today and take D&D with it and consign it to history. Creative Commons has left 5th edition in a spot where it can continue. So, interesting aside to that. Now, it's so unusual. And I think that's what I like about it. I'm not a big fan of some of the new gimmicks that get thrown out today. But even I saw the fucking... We're not immune to it. Magic the Gathering came out with a 40k fucking Space Marines magic deck. And if I had $60 when I saw it at Walmart, you better believe I'd have that thing in my collection. Even I'm a sucker for this stuff. Magic eye paintings? Fuck me, hello? Weird shit, yes please. And that's the problem, is I am a sucker for this kind of thing. And that means that a lot of you are going to be suckers for this kind of thing. And I think we all have to ask ourselves, at the end of the day, when we're taking a look at a product like this, is it going to enrich the game? For a little time, yeah, sure. It's an adventure. And if you're not a DM that's creative and capable of pulling things out of the ether to entertain your players, there you go. There's a module. But it didn't need to have a magic eye painting thing. I can't read it. Without that missing piece, you lose the gimmick, and the whole thing becomes fucking useless. Comment down below what you think. If you like what I do and you want to see more content with me reviewing role-playing game, books, or other tabletop gaming products, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And like always, remember to keep adventuring.